welcome back to another episode of Dad Labs.
Yo, how's it going, guys? Tommy and Tommy here, Padre Tommy. You still got that dumb shirt on.
Yeah, you still got the dumb hat on.
Man, all right, we're hitting episode 15 here. We had a lot of fun with the Ring of Father. If you haven't seen the Ring of Fathers yet, go and check it out. It's on YouTube.
Yes.
And then today, we're going to talk about flashback time. The times, how life has changed after kids.
Yes, after.
Flashback edition. So episode 15. Dude, first of all, that's a lot of episodes.
It is a lot of episodes. Congratulations.
We've been busy, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Dad Labs podcast. What up? We work. We get to go to work.
Sure. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know. Oh, okay.
All right, so let's talk about how much life has changed after having kids. Now, some may say it's changed for the better. Some may say,
Yep.
oh man, the glory days, I miss them.
Yep.
Some people have kids and still do their glory days.
Yep.
I don't know how that's possible.
No.
But I think a lot of that has a lot of trouble in the house when you're still living your glory days and you still have kids.
Yeah.
So, and then like with the change of going from single and married and being by yourself to having kids, like the money situation changes as well too.
Right?
And like
everything has different stages.
Yeah.
In life. That's what it is.
Yeah, and then you go from like, hey, like, did you really have more money then? Or were you just making less then?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
I think at that time, the time in your life, yes, you are making less, but it's not, you get to decide on what you're going to spend it on.
You're not like hooked into a budget where you're like, man, I can just go do whatever I want. If I'm going to drink a 12-pack tonight, I'm going to drink a 12-pack tonight.
But it doesn't hit as hard as it does now with kids.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, they have this or they have that. It's like, oh, sports, right? It's like, if you decide that, hey, I'm going to play softball, and it's like your softball dues are not exorbitant.
Yeah.
It's like with the kids, it's like 200 and something bucks, like instantly. And you're like, oh, I totally forgot that that's how much it's going to cost.
I'm totally not going to that concert now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's the same thing. Like if you're going to go to a concert, like you're like, oh, okay, I know it's coming up.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh shoot, I got to pay it now, and it's got to be like, now. It's like, right. That's what happens with kids. It's like, or it's like, oh, I've got this project due. We have to go to the store. We have to get all the supplies.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, there's $100 right there in just supplies.
Then you go, man, I remember when it was just like, hey, bro, we're all at the bar. Yeah, you have to be there, bro. You have to. You have to show up.
Yeah.
It's not the same without you. And you go, and you would like.
But you don't have to. You're not breaking the bank.
No.
Either. You're like, I can have a couple of beers, and it's $40. It's not $190.
Right.
You're not buying all your buddies around. That's gonna cost.
And buying them cheeseburgers too.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's true. That's true. And like you said, it's a little bit of both. We made less and we spent less.
Exactly.
And then we were able to do the finer things in life.
And plus, you didn't need these. Like, you don't need a car that's going to fit everybody.
Right.
You can have an economical car and get by.
A Mustang.
You don't have to get like this SUV that seats 18.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, my buddy had like a Charger. And I was like, this is pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I can't fit in there. I'll never drive it.
That's what I'm saying.
And then I get my SUV. I'm like, this is sick. Watch out, I got all this arm space. Watch out.
You sit up all nice and high.
Yeah.
You can see all the little kids down below.
I feel like a monster truck, bro.
It is.
I'm gonna go and just run over everybody.
I agree.
But I mean, that a bigger car costs more.
And your needs and things change as you get. It's like it was the same thing. We went from a minivan, which was I was like, awesome. I love the minivan. No door dings.
Right.
The doors open on the side.
Right.
And it's like first time we had to go. We were like, oh, we're all gonna ride bikes and we're gonna go to the lake and we're gonna ride around the lake and it'll be awesome. 25 minutes later of here, hold this between your legs and tilt the bike this way, and everybody's jammed in the car holding something.
Yeah.
And I was like, this has got to change.
Bigger car.
I was like, yep, bigger car, and that's when I went from minivan to suburban. It was like, boom, I have to. There was no question about it. I had to go
Yeah,
bigger.
yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play it was a fortune teller here.
Okay.
I know your future.
What's my
I
future?
know your future. You know what Tommy's getting next?
What?
Tommy's getting a
I've
sprinter van.
I've looked at it.
Told you. I know
I've
everything.
totally looked at
I know everything. I knew when my niece was pregnant. Nobody even said anything. I'm like, I can tell something's up.
it.
Tommy will be in a sprinter van
I don't
before we know it.
know. It's
They're big in there, bro. It's sweet.
they're big and you can have 3 rows.
Yeah,
I mean, they look atrocious.
yeah.
But,
You'll spend more.
and I mean, they actually are more economical. But
Yeah.
mine has to be 4-wheel drive. It's gotta it's
Mhm.
it's gotta have things if it's gonna do it.
Maybe it's gonna be
So
all that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. You know, it's you sit back and think, man, how we've gone from well, at least myself, I used to do these beer bongs. Do you ever do a
Well,
beer bong?
just parties in general.
Yeah.
Like now, at my age, it's like my body doesn't metabolize it the same. It's like I hate to say it, but I wake up in the morning and I'm like I feel awful. I want to
Yeah.
stay in bed. I
Mhm.
can't. I got kids because they're like 6:30. All of a
Mhm.
sudden they're making noise, and it's like,
Mhm.
what is going
And you
on?
just got the grossest feeling in the world.
And yeah, and it's like it's I've never felt more sick after I drank 4 beers.
And so, is
It's
that
like, wait, what? What 4?
your worst hangover? Hangovers suck.
They get worse.
And as you get older, that's why I don't drink anymore.
Well, good for you.
I'm going on 2 years sober here.
Good for you.
And I'll tell you this, I don't miss it a thing. I'll miss a thing about it, bro. I used to wake up and be like, how in the hell did we get home? Oh my goodness. Or why is there mud on my shoes? What happened?
I don't.
To where I wake up and I go, all right, what time we got to be at the ball game? What, like, where we go?
I don't drink to excess. I don't think I've ever drinking to excess.
Mhm.
I like to have 1 or 2. I definitely, if I go out or if it's like my birthday or something, I'll be like, yes, I'll have 1, maybe 2,
Mhm.
but I don't go usually over that
No.
unless I know I'm going to be planted somewhere. Like we've done 4th of July, it's like there all day, or when we go camping,
Mm.
I can
That
go for
all day
1,
drinking.
but it's not like I'm not like, yeah, I must. It's not that. It's like I crack open, I'll drink it, I'll have a meal, I'll drink another. I won't. It's not like crazy, and most of the time, I've got kids around, so it's like it's the same thing. I'll mix it with water, I'll mix it with soda, not like pour them together, but you know what I mean. It's like it's a day thing. It's like if you're camping, okay, instead of grabbing, a water or have I drinking enough water today? You just have to be more responsible.
What I used to do back in the day, because I'm listening to you whine when you were young,
I love
drinking water,
I
a couple beers, and then some water. This guy here.
yeah,
Hey, you know what I did?
no.
IPA, light beer.
That was your well,
IPA, and
okay,
light beer.
so let me be honest
Our
though.
mixed drink.
If I'm gonna drink most of the day,
Uh,
it's light beers all day.
And like I said, this is like we're talking about when I was like 21 to like 34, 35.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
I used to have a nickname back in the day. They used to call me the groove animal because I can have fun with the
Yep.
brewskis, and I love to dance.
Mm.
Everyone, some people might know, but I used to be a pop rocker,
Oh
break
wow.
dancer guy.
Dang.
And so people would call me groove animal because I used to have fun, man. I used to
Yeah.
go from beer bongs, and now it's diapers, baby. Well,
Yeah.
almost diapers,
Well,
done with diapers
and
here.
the other thing too is I think as we age, I think what's happening is we realize, hey, our kids are in a fun time,
Right,
and we don't want to ruin it.
right,
You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be like, oh, there's my dad getting all crazy with it and like
wasted.
embarrassed, and you know what I mean. You don't want as a kid, you don't want that. You don't want your dad or parents, I should say, to be super embarrassing.
I used to get away a lot more though when mom's was a little buzzed. When we go to a party, you can eat a little bit more candy. You can,
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know if you can.
stay up a little later.
I don't know if you get away with it as much as you just don't care.
Well, the the parent who's drinking just don't care.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
it
yeah.
just gets to the point where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna do it.
Sure, do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No,
And
now,
now it's like, so like my wife and I, it's like we look at each other and it's like, okay, you've got something in your hand. Okay, I'm not gonna have something in my hand,
mm-hmm,
or vice versa, right? I have
mm-hmm,
something. She's like, okay, I'm gonna do a water or something. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Like we have that check where it's like, okay,
Is it
you're good, I'm good. Okay,
is it
switching
just a
hands.
look?
It
It's a
is just
look
a
and
look.
then
It's
the
just a look.
telepathical
Yep.
talk. Dude, do you have that with your wife? I have that with my lady. Oh my god, dude, I love that. Where you just look at each other and go, "Oh, okay, yep, I
Yep.
got you. We're on.
Yep.
I know
Exactly.
what you're thinking."
Yeah.
Dang, dude. And then sleeping in.
What is that?
Goodbye.
Ugh.
Goodbye.
I miss those days. Now, the latest I've ever slept in was actually, ironically enough, last week, 7:12.
Ooh, dude, that's good.
I know, it was crazy because
You got 12 more
everybody
minutes than I do.
everybody snuck out and they were but and when I say 7:12, that
Mm-hmm.
was I think I some one of the kids woke me up at like 6:30 and I decided to be like, I'm not going to listen.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna close my eyes back and then
Tommy's fake snoring.
I wish. I've done that a couple times.
Have you?
Oh, but when you have dogs and you have all this chaos happening in the house, it's
Mhm,
like you can't just roll over and be like, I'm gonna ignore it.
mhm.
Those
I
days of waking up at like 9, 10, 11 o'clock are done.
Oh, they're gone.
They're
I think
gone.
every parent, every married couple with kids have done the whole like, all right, I hear one parent's up, okay,
Yeah.
it's just and the other parent probably knows it too, and
But I
they're just
kind
like,
of
we'll let you have that,
I
like you
kind
gotta
of
have that.
I kind of also give it back to my wife too because I
Yeah,
know I know she likes to have that alone time
yeah,
on the couch with her coffee. She kind of just zens with her phone.
yeah.
It's not like where you wake up and you grab your phone in bed and you're like kind of doing the thing.
Strolling, yeah,
She's like that's her like get up time.
yeah, yeah.
So it's gonna change. It'll change in the summer.
Hmm.
Always does. The kids stay up a little bit later. We push their bedtime a little bit so we can. Plus, it's
Enjoy a
like
little more,
enjoy a little bit more, and it's like it's still light outside at like
and
7, 8
and
o'clock.
and like and I when I was drinking, getting out and drinking is fun. Like when you go to a restaurant, you're
Yeah.
gonna have a couple brewskis, maybe a little extra than you
Yeah,
should.
normally, yeah.
But I I I loved doing that when I was drinking. But the whole driving home and being a little buzz with kids in cars is
See,
very sketchy.
yeah, it really freaks me out. And it's actually, to be honest with you, now in my day and age, I never thought about this. It's the other way around.
Yeah,
Like I've become uber, it's terrible. I've become uber defensive. And it's like now I'm like, if I'm driving home and it's like, let's say we were over at someone's house for 4th of July, right? Fireworks happen,
right. We're out.
woohoo, all right, let's head home. Now I'm like on the lookout.
Yeah.
Like, is that car driving crazy?
Oh, he's
Like, are
drunk.
they drunk? Are they drunk?
Oh
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, and you're like, you've got your kids in your car,
Hmm.
and you're like extra like your senses are almost like
Hmm.
your spidey senses are like
Hmm.
tingling because you're like, I got to just get home. I got to get safe. I got to get my
Hmm.
family home safe. And there's all these crazies on the road.
That's true. It does change a lot to where you're
Like
like,
I never, in my younger age, I never thought about
that's why you go.
that ever.
I'd rather just drink at home. If you're a parent,
Right?
get get shit housed at home.
Yeah.
And you put your babies to sleep, and then you can just pass out on the floor, do
Yep.
what you do. You know what I mean?
They'll poke you in the morning.
They'll get you up, and you'll go get a breakfast burrito, and things will be better.
It doesn't metabolize.
Mm,
Just so you guys know, it does not metabolize the same.
you know,
It hurts worse.
mm.
It's in different spots.
A grease bomb though does help out.
In the morning, it does, but still, you feel.
Oh, later
Oh,
on, you're still done.
you're
Ooh,
like,
I'm glad I don't get that feeling anymore.
that's the worst.
Dude, now that we're young and married and
We're young.
happy. Well, yeah, we were, and
Young.
we used to have date night all the time. I know, look at that. We used to have date night all the time. She'd be like, "Babe, what are we gonna do? Oh, got
Well,
dinner
that was
planned. Let's
every
go
night
out.
was date night
Let's
because
go
it's
out."
like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah,
Dude, we went out so much, so many restaurants. I remember one time we ate, so we had our favorite places, and so
Mhm.
as you don't call this romantic, but it was like I'd grab a menu, and then we had this binder, and I used to put all the menus of the places we used to like in a binder. It was
Oh,
like, where do you want to go? Open it up. Here
Oh,
it
so you're
is.
like a hotel binder, bro.
Pick
Mm-hmm.
one, right? Yeah, it was like a hotel. It was a menu from all the places that we liked. And it was like, okay, where are we going today?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like they're not gonna eat that. They're not gonna eat that. They're not gonna eat that. It's like, okay, so chicken nuggets, mac and cheese for them. Okay, babe, what do you want?
Yeah.
I'll Uber it,
Yeah.
or I'll go pick. I'll go
We
pick it.
do that
Oh,
too.
my daughter's got dance. I gotta pick her up at 7:15. What do you want me to pick up and bring home?
On the way back. Right. Totally. Totally. We do that all the time.
It's so
Well, we don't do that all the
crazy.
time, but it gets there,
Yeah,
bro. That's like your date night. I think
yeah,
that's what
I
you're
know.
saying,
That's
right?
kind of what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
what we used to do actually was, I still like it, but we don't do it as much. The kids had the front of the house, and so we would go back into our bedroom, and we have a little TV in our bedroom, and it was like, okay, let's close the door, lock it, kick everybody out, and we're just gonna eat our, to go food. And it brings us back to like when we were younger. It's like, oh yeah, we're just eating on the bed watching TV. It's weird. I know it's a
Hey,
different, it's a different vibe.
you got like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and it's like,
No,
no,
no, no, no.
stop yelling. You're like, well, that was a beautiful day, sweetheart.
Yeah, yeah. Let me go take care of that.
Day nights are essential. You got to make sure you book them now when you have kids. And
Yeah.
me and my lady, we used to be like, oh hey, what are we gonna do tonight? I don't know. We're hungry. Let's go out. Let's go out
Yep.
to eat.
And you
Cool,
would
sweet.
just go out, yeah,
It'd be
and it
fun.
was fine. And
Have a couple brewskis and come home and pass out.
now it's like you have to. It's like, no, I can't go there. Can't go there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and then on top of that, dude, like another big thing to come from not having kids to having kids now, and I can't take this, and I try my best to be on top of this, is our cars, the cleanliness of our cars. What has happened to that beautiful Armor All smell on the inside?
My
Or
wife and I, we were notorious. We would clean. It had to have been at least once a week.
mm-hmm.
Our cars were cleaned, vacuumed, pristine. Now I've got receipts coming out all over the place.
Hello, me too.
I've got toys in the back seat rests. I've
Yeah.
got like, and then they're just, I've put an end to no more Happy Meals
Mm-hmm.
because, can I have my Happy Meal? Well, sure, but you got to keep it in the box, because once we get home, you're gonna eat it at home. You can have one or two fry. Next thing you know, there's the fry wrapper. There's French fries everywhere. It's like, when did my car become the trash can?
Mm-hmm. When you have babies,
There's toys, there's Legos everywhere, and it's like, I don't mean everywhere as like it's a giant mess.
it's everywhere.
I mean, you go to, okay, let's have somebody get in the back seat, and so you go and you open the back seat and you look, and there's some
You're like, oh
Lego.
crap.
What is going on
Oh,
here?
that's where that's at.
Or my wife, I borrowed her car yesterday to pick up my daughter, and I was driving, and I was like, there's this rattling sound. What's that rattling sound? It's like, okay, rattling sound? Why is there rattling?
Your engine. Uh-oh.
And well, no, it was like a higher pitch, almost like it.
Okay.
Sure enough, it was a toy in the cup holder, in the way back,
Rattling.
just rattling away. And I'm like, and it was in a place where you had to fold the seats down and physically get back in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, oh, well, this is what it was.
Mm-hmm. Imagine that toy was so excited that you found him. That toy was like, yes, take me back. Nope, garbage. Later.
Yeah. Thank you, Toy Story. Thank you, Disney.
Yeah.
Check our previous episode on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It mentally goes into my brain too.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm saved.
Yeah. No, you're going to trash.
Yes.
That, and do you have the because I know you have boys, do you have the empty plastic bottle in their water bottle?
Oh no, it's the cap.
What?
They like to take the cap.
No, I'm talking about for urine. And
no. But I don't have. There's no intact water bottles in my car.
Okay.
I will have one that is potentially doesn't have a lid. And I used to. Okay, so let's talk about back in the day.
Yeah.
I had a water bottle at every door.
Okay.
That's just how I rolled.
Just
it's
for
just for emergencies.
Dude, you were Ubering before people were Ubering,
right?
Damn.
Just in case.
Just in case you were thirsty.
It's like, I got an empty water bottle with no cap.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, I will find the cap at but it's chewed up. They literally, because they get in there and they can't open it.
Bro, how's the dentist?
They Mr. Beast it, like, and then crack it open, and then they chew on the cap.
So I can see your dentist bill right now, bro.
And I'm like, what? You're chewing on the cap. It's not going to fit back on the
What
bottle.
is the point?
I don't get it.
Oh man, we have one water bottle with the cap on. We don't chew
Mhm.
these caps because well, we don't use the same one all the time, but
Kids are animals.
we use that for the little guy
Okay.
for emergency
Oh,
bathrooms,
I see. Well,
pee
boy,
breaks for boys.
yeah, I
My
know.
dude can do
I
it.
got
You
you.
got to be careful how you do that.
That's true.
But I mean, clean cars, bro. Like I go and do a Walmart pickup
Let me.
for groceries, and
Uh-huh.
then I go, oh yeah, let's go. I'll go get it. Open up the trunk, and I go, oh god, I forgot I got every baseball
Oh,
equipment
that is the
in
word.
the
Oh,
back of my truck.
Costco, and you're like, oh, I can't put it in the back.
I forgot. I mean, because
Yep.
it's like
It's always there.
it's like the spilled milk, right? You just throw newspaper over it. It's like the stuff in the back of my truck. I'm a baseball guy. I'll leave it there, and then I go,
Yep.
oh yeah, I got to clean that out.
Baseball season's still here. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Oh, my other favorite is I go to get in the back. I don't get in the back seat. I go to open the back seat, and I never do it, and I should do it more often. If you ever have an animal and you ride your dog in the back, and you're seeing the wet
Yeah.
nose prints on the. So I opened, let my kid out, and I look up on the inside window. It literally looked like he just took his tongue,
Oh yeah.
and stuff is smeared on
Oh
the. And
yeah.
I'm like, it's the window, bro.
No, my car was so clean back in the days.
Don't you want to see out?
No,
Out
they
the window?
they see it as a canvas for artwork.
Yeah, just
Because
smeared
my
all
kid
over
too,
the
he'll be
place.
like, "Look, Dad, I put a heart."
Yeah,
Oh, cute.
and it drives me nuts too. Like
Mm,
if there's dust on the
mm,
back window, they like to draw. I'm like, don't draw on my window.
mm-hmm.
I don't want to be that guy with I don't know
A
what on
poop.
there.
It
Yeah,
just says poop
little
on the back.
steam lines
Uh
coming
huh.
out of it.
I mean, well, maybe they pick stuff up from us, bro. Because I'll tell you
I don't
this:
do that.
when I sometimes in the morning, if I see a car that one of my cars are dusty, I'll write something little on it
Oh,
or a little
see,
heart.
I won't do it.
So they're probably just following after my footsteps. Whoops, my bad, my
That's
bad.
one thing I just can't. I can't bring myself to do.
Yeah.
I
So
can't.
weekends get taken away because we got hobbies that the kids are a part of.
Oh yeah, weekends. What happened to the let's go to the beach and just walk on the beach, or let's.
Timmy's got a game.
Yep, it's like let's go to their game,
Lucy's got a
and it's
dance,
like oh well, and now we got a birthday party that you got to go
and we got to go
to,
to a birthday
and I
party.
feel like okay, which one has to go to the party?
Oh,
Ah, I lost. I gotta go. All right, I'll take them.
yeah, yeah.
It's like oh, I gotta go talk to those parents, and it's like it's not bad. But it's like I've got so much to do. The laundry's piling up. The house needs to be cleaned. I've got a plants or the flowers that are sitting in a vase that are like completely drooped over and they're just dripping leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, I just got to take care of that. Oh, backyard looks like a mess. There's so many other things that you're like on a regular basis. I don't need to be taking up my Saturday by going,
Mm-hmm.
taking little Maverick to his little friend's birthday party,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like my house could be that much cleaner. I could have cleaned the car.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, not gonna happen because now I got to bring a goodie bag home, and he's gonna be like in the goodie bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's all over the back seat.
What are some of the things you used to do before you guys had kids? Like on the weekends, would you do the beach?
Hiking,
Go
we do the
hiking a lot?
beach, yeah, and you can do the beach. It's shocking, mind blowing. You can do the beach and not get super dirty.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
You're all, we've done it
I
without
don't.
kids.
It's funny because if our listeners want us to do some episodes or it'd be some shorts on parents acting like kids, we can do that too.
Let's do
It's
it.
like I don't go to the beach and I don't look at the sand and then just lay on the ground and roll
They
and
dive into it.
and then let's see how sandy I can get, and then let me get in my car and then be like, oh, I got all the sand and then there's sand all over the car.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, it's like you go and you're like, I don't want to get sandy because I don't like the feeling.
Like I used to go to with Disneyland by myself or with the lady or whatever, and be like, yeah, we didn't need to spend that much money, and we were out by like 4 liters.
Not to mention, you could go to the movies and you
Mhm.
could share food. It's like now they fight over it.
Mhm. Everyone's got to have a bag of candy, and the bags of candies are like this big.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. Things are not
candy.
the same, bro. Like,
No.
but
Why not?
we are so happy to have our kids. We love our kids. Don't
Love
get
them
us
to
wrong.
death. Yep, love them to
Don't
death.
get us wrong. We
Yep.
love our kids.
Yes.
But it's just like, do you remember those times?
It's different.
Do you remember those beautiful days where we just chill Me and my lady would sit
even
in the
better.
me and my lady would sit in the kitchen and just have deep conversations.
I was gonna say,
No more.
do nothing.
Mhm.
Let's just sit on the couch and binge watch a show.
Oh, we still have that. That's because we have only 2 kids. One's at bed by 7:30, 8 o'clock,
But I
and
mean,
the other one's doing his stuff.
you wake up and you're like, what do you want to do today? Let's just binge watch a whole
Oh yeah,
season.
yeah. That's no more on the weekends. You used to do that on the
Done.
weekends
Yeah,
for
that's what I'm
sure.
saying. You
Mm-hmm.
get up, you're like, I really don't want to do anything. It's kind of hot outside. Let's just leave the air
I
conditioning
order
on
some
and
food.
binge watch,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Or we'll leave to go get food and then come back.
Yeah,
Oh, I
exactly.
remember that.
Yeah, those are the
Okay.
good old
Eating
days.
that food
Oh,
in bed too.
oh yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Those are good old days. I haven't done that in years.
Mm-hmm. You could just walk around in your da-dun-da-duns like no problem because nobody cared.
No
Nobody
one
was there.
cared. Yeah, there was no
You
one
can
there.
be like no shirt, straight Superman
Well, you
undies.
don't have to go outside. You don't
Nope.
have to do all that stuff that you normally do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But you can't do that anymore now. You got kids. You got a daughter. You know, you got to be careful. Man, dude. All right, flashback too. You know, another flashback is,
What?
and I can't say so much for me because I kind of built this way my whole life.
Oh.
But I was a little bit more fit. But those dad bods, bro, I thought they were just a myth, man. When I was young, like I mean, like I said, I've always been a big dude, but I never thought I would have like the dad bod. And then I was like, oh,
I agree.
thanks, chicken nuggets.
I think the only reason I am the way I am is because how active I am.
Mm-hmm.
I would be way more. If I didn't have my youngest son, I probably would never have thrown my back out, and I'd probably still be running.
I just love tacos, man.
It's the time, right? Getting the time prepping. Now, kudos to you dads and moms out there that put in the time to be like, I'm going to go exercise.
Yeah,
That's
kudos.
great for you, but does it fit in my schedule?
Hey, you know what?
So many other things.
I like abs, but I like to eat, baby. I like to eat.
It goes back to the same thing with the drinking. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to drink to excess. I'm not going to eat to excess.
Right.
But I'm also not going to exercise is the problem. I'm not going to exercise to excess. As much as I want to, mentally I do. I'm there with you. I'm running right by you guys. But not physically.
I can't run.
Yeah, I just
dad bods. We all got them, and
well,
I'm proud of it.
It's funny because it goes back to that one episode where I opened that air fryer and I was like, ooh, tacos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat it.
Mm-hmm. Dino Nugget is mine.
Dino Nugget. It's the same thing. It's like younger. I probably would have been like, ew.
That's probably why we gain all this weight. We're just like munching things.
Yeah, and we had an episode on what is it? The pregnancy.
Oh yeah, POV, welcome to fatherhood.
It was the same thing. It's like I'm here, might as well order something.
Yeah.
Don't want to feel left out.
And you open up and go, what did you want? A cookie? And before you bring her cookies,
one for you.
You eat 2, and then you grab 4 for you and 4 for her.
Never done that.
Dad Lab secret, baby.
Oh, wow.
Oh man, flashback.
That's funny, babe. There's no more cookies. We only got 2 left.
Flashback on how it used to be you and your wifey, or if you're a single parent, like just you by yourself, like
right?
Like nobody to answer to. Like it was just like, we got this. We can take over the world. Yep. And then you get a bright idea and go, hey, it would make this family even better.
Let's add more
some kids,
more feet.
I love our babies so much, but
life changing.
Flashback.
Hey, if no one ever told you that having kids is life changing, let us tell you now. Changes your life.
It's good stuff. Look at kids brought us to the Dad Labs. All right, hey, let's fire it over some rapid questions. I know the new drop for rapid questions is kind of grows on you, doesn't it? I like it too. All right, here's a question: have you ever lost your kid in a playground and panicked?
I'm telling you. So the and panicked part is probably the worst feeling ever. Okay. I will tell you this though. I'm going to take it a different stage because we've been talking kind of cars a little bit. I remember one time my daughter was riding with somebody else. I don't know where my brain was, but I was driving the car and I'm like, okay, roll call. And I went through and I didn't hear my daughter's
She
voice.
wasn't there.
And I instantly my stomach drops. And finally, my oldest,
You're all,
after,
baby girl, where you at?
After like 5 seconds, my older son was like, she said such and such. I was like, oh, because I thought I forgot her.
Oh, but she was at another location.
Yes,
She had another
exactly. And I
plan.
just,
So you were all kid.
Yep.
Last one.
Yep.
I had one
Same thing.
where yeah, we were at a park and I was just like, all right, like, okay, well, there's one.
Yeah.
Okay, where's he?
Yeah.
Where's the other? Then you get up
Yep.
and your heart starts going, oh shit, where they at?
Yep.
And then it's usually like it's a tree. It's like a tree, and then you walk around this way, and they're like right behind this tree. Like, oh, there you are. And then you're like, stay somewhere where I can see you.
Yep. Then you get all mad
because I'm gonna call the ranger, and we're gonna get a search party out for you.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit of panic.
It happens to me all the time.
Does it?
Because it's like I have 2 kids that are like wanderers, and it's not when I say wander, it's not like they're gonna go wander off. It's they like to sit at the top of the play structure where you can't see them. Like the other ones you can see because they're meandering or they're on the swing or they're somewhere where visible. But I've got 2 of them that are like they like to chill at the top of the play whatever is at the top of the play place.
Yeah,
you're like,
see,
so then you have to physically get moving and get around. And
you
like,
can't take the kids to the park by yourself. You need 4 eyes, bro.
I know I've only got 2.
Maybe there's one kid, other kid. Oh, where's the other ones? Oh, that one's gone. Oh, wait, hold on.
That saying about you have one, it's good defense. You have it's man on man when you have 2 kids and 2 parents.
Yeah.
Once you have 3, it's straight up zone defense.
Oh, dude.
Straight up zone defense. You can only cover so.
You gotta play a 2-man deep zone.
Yep.
Let's go.
It's usually one deep that has to scan everything, and it's the one that has to there's another one. The other parent is having to do the line.
Why don't you guys all go swing at the same time? Look at they're all 4 of your butts right there.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Dad hack. Do you smuggle snacks or sneak a nap during cartoon time? I'll tell you this right now. I'll take a nap.
Okay, I do. I'm guilty of something that you did not mention.
What?
Okay, so I will sneak a snack, but secretly, I'll watch the cartoon.
Will you? You love it?
It's just sometimes it's just
depends what cartoon's on.
My ADD kicks in enough, and it's like, oh, well, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And I'll just sit there and I'll lose time, and I'm like, man, this cartoon is terrible because it's a time suck.
Yeah.
And I'm telling my kids that, but yet it's sucking my time out of it.
I do a nap time during cartoon, and I'll tell you why. Because when I'm watching cartoons, I'm with my little guy, and my little guy loves to cuddle with me.
Oh,
and so he lays on me and sits on me, and it's like a comforting blanket with that little guy because he just all his weight's on me, and I'm reclined,
like
and he's watching cartoons, and next thing you know, I go. Even if it's for
you're not interested in the cartoon.
No, well, sometimes I am, but whether it's like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'm like up, and I'm like, whoa, okay, that just happened. Yeah, I'm like,
where am I? What's going on?
Get off of me. That's
yeah.
I got shit to do, man, and you're making me fall asleep here.
Yep, exactly.
I just want to cuddle, Dad. I know, but I tell him your cuddling is making me go like night night, Bubba. Like I can't do it.
Yeah.
But then there's sometimes where I'm like, oh, dude, I'm ready for a nap. Come here, kid. Let's watch cartoons. Passed out, bro. I'm passed out.
Right.
I love it. Okay. Question number 3. Last one.
Okay.
How do you survive the I want to do it again scream after a long day from your kids?
I walk away.
Yeah?
I straight up walk away because it's like, oh, can I go down the slide one more time? Yeah, it's like, no, I'm walking. You're going to be left here.
I saw a dad at a park one time just walk away from his kid and start getting in the car.
Yep.
And the kid was like at the curb going, yeah. And I looked at him and I looked to see what's going on.
Do you think he'll do it again?
I'm all, there's a lesson.
Yeah.
There's your lesson.
Yep. Do you think he'll do it again?
Oh, no.
I agree. I'm big on that because I don't like it when my kids call my bluff.
Yeah.
Ooh, so it's like, oh, you're gonna call my bluff? Okay. You don't know when I'm gonna bluff.
Yeah.
That's what I like. The question always in the kid's head is, oh, is he serious? Is he not serious? I better go.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah,
Because it's like I can do the tone thing where it's like, no, we're going now, and that doesn't really mean much for my kids because they're like, no, not really. I'm gonna push it one more time.
They'll do the couple of steps towards where they want to go and look back, and you're like,
Yep.
bro.
You're like, no, we're not gonna fight this fight.
So I think we did on another episode where we're just like, hey, if you get in the car right now, we can go to 7-Eleven for slurps.
Yep, that's.
But then when you get back to it and the scream, I want to do it again, and you go, let's go, and then they say, oh, we're gonna go to 7-Eleven, get a Slurpee now, and you're like, shit.
Well, a lot of times I'll be like, no, because you didn't listen the first time.
Oh, good. That's good.
It's usually that's my go-to.
That's good. Because sometimes I feel like I get caught up in like my own cool little. I think it's a sneaky trick.
Yep.
And then the kids get a little smarter than me, and the next thing you know, they try to use that shit on me again. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so I like that. I like that trick. Just to go. No, you didn't listen the first time.
Yep.
Well, the future is bright.
Yes.
The past is a distant memory.
It's starting to dim.
Something we can just laugh and joke about and do a little episode about.
Yes.
I love the kids. I love where my life's at, and we're super blessed. God has blessed me with so much stuff that being able to have a little fun with how it used to be is a good time.
Yep, it is a good time.
Well, right on. That wraps it up here for another episode of the Dad Lab podcast.
Yes. All right, Dad Labs.
We got to do. We need to do our thing. You need to help us out here. Like, subscribe on YouTube, baby.
Yes.
It'll help us out. Let us get to 1,000 subscribers. Will be nice.
Let's get to 100 first, and then we'll get these videos up. I want to see those views go up. Yeah, because that'll help us out.
Yeah, we're at 50. We broke 50.
Yeah,
50 subscribers.
We're moving on up.
Hundo. Yeah. Let's get it. Dad Labs, baby.
Out.
We're out.
Hey, drop that music.